All right, welcome back to Victoria Events with another Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. It is Monday, November 15th. Another action-packed week just passed. Thank you to all the veterans out there for your service, everything that you do. We appreciate you. This country would not thrive, would not exist, would not keep conquering without you guys. So again, thank you to all the veterans out there. We appreciate you. We are gonna just jump right into this. I have a new guest on. I'm excited to have her. And so first off, thank you so much for joining. If you wouldn't mind, introduce yourself and let us know who you're with.
You got it, hun. Thanks for having me, Caleb.
Yes, ma'am.
Finally.
Finally.
Yes, that's right. So I am Ashley Henderson with Cotton Bells Boutique and Company, and I am here today on behalf of the fabulous Town and Country Shopping Center.
I am excited to hear all about all of this. But first, back up. And before we get to Town and Country, that whole umbrella, tell me about your place. I want to hear all about it.
You got it, you got it. So Cotton Bells Boutique and Company, we have been here for 6 years now.
Yes, ma'am.
And I always have to give credit where credit is due. I did not come up with my storefront name.
It is a good name.
It is a good name,
yes,
right?
Ma'am.
So being a farmer's daughter and now a farmer's wife, my daddy actually came up with the name. How about that?
That's pretty incredible.
No, but so growing up farmers, part of my life, it's just kind of instilled in me. And so just something you've lived with your whole life. I just kind of wanted to do my due diligence and just get my dues, right?
Well, I think that's a wonderful name, and I think it probably means a little bit more that your dad came up with it, and you have that legacy to go with it.
That's right, that's right. I'm very proud to be a little farmer.
You should be.
But so what's cool is whenever we opened, I had a month-and-a-half-year-old whenever we opened Cotton Bells Boutique and Company.
I'm a new parent.
Hey,
that's why I'm laughing, because I'm about 2 years into it, and I'm still like, oh my God, adjusting.
I mean, I always say women, we don't think when we're pregnant. We do crazy things. Well, I mean, I obviously did. I opened a business, you know. But so going back, ever since I was in the 5th grade, I always said I'm going to one day go to fashion school in New York City, and I'm going to own my own boutique. And I did those two things. And it has been a dream of mine. It came true. I love every minute of it. And my biggest blessing is I get to do it with my family right by my side. I don't have to work every day. I get to raise my babies because the way the store is set up is I rent out areas. So Cotton Bells Boutique and Company is made up of 12 different small businesses, Caleb.
I had no idea. You're going to have to break all this down for me. Keep going. You have my full attention. Yes, ma'am.
So that is what my store, what is so amazing about it is it's not just one mom and pop shop. We have 12 different artisans inside Cotton Bells Boutique and Company. So when you come in and shop with us, if you do a bridal registry, a baby registry, or just come in wanting to shop around, you are supporting 12 different small little families right here in the Crossroads area.
Well, I think that's spectacular. Now, for a hairy-legged boy like me that doesn't fully understand boutiques and what was the other word you said? Artisans?
Artisans.
Artisans.
We got to fancy it up.
No, I mean, and it's so fancy, it's right over my head. So, tell me for hairy-legged boys out there, tell me all about what a boutique and an art, what did you say?
And the artisans?
The artisans. Tell me about the artisans and the boutique.
You hairy-legged guys out there.
Yes, ma'am.
We carry men's stuff as well.
Okay, good to know.
So don't be scared when you come in.
I would have been scared. I'm glad you said that. Okay.
Don't. We'll take care of you. So what that means is, like I said, we just got to fancy it up.
Yes, ma'am.
So the women in the stores and their little businesses, we call them artisans.
Okay.
So we don't want to just say renting out a booth. Or,
right.
You know, and what's really cool.
Doesn't sound nearly as cool.
Yeah, no, my gosh, yeah. So, and what's really awesome about our little group is, I always laugh and joke when people are like, well, how does that work? So at the end of the day, I say, look, if we don't pay the rent, they just come after me. But it's all of our store together. So whenever you come in, the artisans are just, that's what we call the ladies, along with, I'm an artisan as well.
Okay.
And so it's just owning your own little spot in the store. And you have your own little area, your own little business that you just have to take care of. And what's great about the ladies in the stores, we all work together. So when you do come in, the store, it flows really nicely. It's not choppy. It tells a story. It's inviting. It's laid out really nice. So we all work together, and it's a fun little spot.
And so say I want, and I don't even know what boutiques. Say I want a pretty sundress for my wife, not for me. I could probably pull it off if I had to, but I'm not going there.
You could, but I won't let you walk out of the store with a pretty sundress on.
Fair enough.
I won't do that.
So if I say this what's the word?
Artisan.
Artisan has one item, and then this artisan has another item.
Yep.
Do you pay each with each, or do you just go to central register, or how does that work?
So since we are in the 2021 century here, you pay together. You just come to the counter and you pay, just like as if you were at a big department store or anything like that.
Outstanding.
So yes, so we do have it set up now. We've come a long way in the past 6 years. But yes, a lot of people who come in, they have no idea we're set up how we're set up.
I didn't.
Have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how most boutiques are set up, but I'm learning something.
A lot of them, and I will tell you, a lot of them are still, kind of single owned.
Okay.
But what's so cool about the way we're set up is we're able to offer a bigger store. We're able to offer a ton more merchandise. Looking at what we have now, I'm like, there's no way I would be able to do this all on my own. Wanting to raise my family, be at my family events, not miss anything in my children's lives right now. So that is what's so cool about being set up the way we are. We can offer so much merchandise. I mean, you can truly come to us for your one-stop shopping.
Well, I will tell you, I can feel the passion in what you're saying, and that by itself is contagious. And while I will just lay out right up front, I'm not much of a boutique guy. I'm definitely interested, and I feel like just for curiosity's sake, if nothing else, I need to see this because I've never even heard of such a concept, and I think it sounds really cool. But this Day of Thanks, before we run out of time, I want to hear all about this. Tell me about it.
Okay, so what is so awesome at the Town and Country Shopping Center, and that's why I really wanted to come with you today, is to share this amazing center that is truly coming back to life. We have a ton of amazing shops in the center. New ones are being added all the time. And our Day of Thanks, so it used to be called a Night of Thanks, but we changed it to a Day of Thanks. We just wanted people to realize it's an all-day celebration. Takes place the Thursday before Thanksgiving, and this event has been going on for at least 8 years or longer. We're trying to track back and find out exactly when it started.
Okay.
It's really just a day dedicated to our customers and a day of just giving thanks to them, telling them how thankful we are for them. I mean, without them, I feel like I could cry right now. Wow. Because we want them to know, we're not here without you guys.
Absolutely.
We know it takes you guys to support us to be here and live out our dreams. And so it's, like I said, we want to celebrate that every day, but it's just a day we try to set aside to make known how much we appreciate them. So we actually have about 15 of the stores from the center that are participating, which is a great amount.
Yeah, that's a good turnout.
And so we offer great sales and deals that day. We have delicious drinks, appetizers. We'll have a few pop-up shops come in. Just a day of fun and a day of thanks for our customers and our community.
And it sounds like fellowship too, just hanging out, shaking hands, talking to each other, networking, and all that fun stuff.
Yes, and what's so cool is so many of our customers, they're coming in and they're telling us, we want to support our local guys and gals. And that right there means the world to me.
Well, and I feel that in the community. There's a lot of people right now that are trying to uplift the community, and everybody. I've noticed small business, we all seem to be locking arms with each other and supporting, and instead of trying to work against each other per se, hey, what can we do to help each other? And iron sharpens iron, and I'm big into that, and I appreciate you for doing that and reaching out and helping your neighbors and all of you guys working together. I think it's pretty special. Give me the address, time, and date on that one more time.
All right, hon. It is the Thursday before Thanksgiving, November 18th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Town and Country Shopping Center, Airline and Laurent.
Airline and Laurent. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for reaching out. Had a ton of fun. Am I forgetting anything we need to get out?
Just remember your mom and pop shops this holiday, Christmas, and every day.
And hairy-legged boys, don't be afraid to go in there. They will take care of you. And they won't give you a funny stare. They know you're not looking for a sundress or anything like that, except for your wife. So, anything else?
I think that's it, hon.
All right. Thank you so much. We will take a quick break and be right back. We'll just leave it there. We are back. I am with my next guest, another new guest. Excited to have him on. It's a new guest, but it's for something that we greatly enjoy covering, but I'm not going to ruin the surprise. My friend, if you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself and who you're with.
I'm Bill Bauer. I'm with the Victoria Art League.
Yes, sir. Well, first off, thank you for what you guys do. Through Claire and some of the other ones, I've become more familiar with the Art League and you all's role, and I'm grateful to you. I think it's pretty neat what you all do. But for those that don't know or maybe haven't seen you or seen any of the shows with Claire on there, tell us a little bit about the Art League, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, the Victoria Art League, we've been around for a long time, and we've been on South Bridge for since '99. But Victoria Art League is we're located in an old historical building down on Bridge Street. It's about as south as you can get. So the thing is location, location, location.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I feel like, in fact, I tell people all the time, I say, you know, we're the best kept secret in Victoria, but we don't want to be.
I understand that too. Yes, sir.
But since we're so far out of the regular flow of traffic, you would have to be, it's a destination.
Yes, sir.
You would have to be going there to, you know, to experience it. And it is an experience. You come down there and it's that old historic building, and we have a gallery that we always have something up. Right now we have a remembrance show for deceased artists, and it could be a friend, it could be a family member, or whatever. But anyway, we've had that, and it's on the walls right now. And we have other things going on. We just finished our fall art show, which was really big. And if you missed it, you missed something really
Just
special.
have to have another one of those.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
We had some really good art from extended area this year because we had good prizes.
Good.
Good money.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that helps
There.
usually.
Yeah.
That usually helps. That usually helps. Well, for somebody, so what would you say the overall, you know, for lack of better terms, what's the overall mission of the Art League, or what is, if you had to just sum it up in 10 seconds, what do you?
Well, we're
much longer than 10-second answer.
We're just here to bring art to the community and to bring opportunities to the community. We have classes going on all the time. We have workshops periodically, and it's just in various media. Myself, I teach pottery there, but when I retired and started the pottery program there, I determined, well, I'm going to get into some of the other media. And I've done that, and I've done it through the Art League because we offer classes.
Yes, sir.
So a class comes along in oil painting, I take it. Watercolor, I take it. Pastels, I take it. Scratchboard, I take it. You know, so I've been able to expand my media that I work in. So you'll see some of my things on the wall nowadays, you know, rather than just pottery.
Well, and I think that's really neat that you don't just lock into, like the pot, like you said, this is what I do as a pottery, but I'm going to branch out into all these other things because they offer it. And I got to take one of the, at the Nave, I took one of the little art classes over there that Claire was doing, and I went into it for the show. We were, you know, I was going to do a little goofy kids piece. The kids were all doing it, so I was going to sit in on the kids' class, and well, it got real serious real fast, and I wanted my picture to look good because those kids were really good, and the art classes were really good, and I found out that those kids were way, way, way ahead of me. Claire started asking them questions, you know, what colors form this, they knew their primary colors, their secondary, all the stuff I had forgotten, they were all over, you know, and so looping back around real quick before we get into your event, say I wanted to take my office to like pottery, you know, to make some pottery or something like that. Is that something you do where I could call up and say, hey, this sounds cool, could we come over there or set up with you guys to do a pottery class or something? Or is that how it works, or is it a little bit different?
Well, you can do that. You can come by, you know, and get information, call and get information, but also online.
Okay.
You can go to Facebook, you can find us. We have a web page, victoriaartleague.org, that you can go to, and it will keep you abreast of what's going on. And also I write a column in the paper once a month. It's in the Sunday paper, first Sunday of the month, called Art Corner.
Okay.
And you can keep up with it that way. So there's various ways you can do it, besides coming down and visiting the place. And I really encourage people, if you haven't, come down and see what we're
Do they need
all
to call
about.
first, or can they just swing down there and go knock on the door?
Just come on down and knock on the door.
Good deal, good deal.
We're open Tuesdays, well, actually right now we're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 1 to 5. We had to pare back a little bit, because of what's going on.
All the fun stuff, yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah, but anyway, we're open then. I'll tell you in just a minute about when we're going to expand our hours for this event
Good deal.
coming up.
Well, yeah, now's the perfect time. Tell me all about this event. I'm kind of excited to hear about it.
Okay, well, this is once a year we have what we call our Christmas Bazaar.
Okay.
And it's where we have all kinds of art items by members and other artists that are Christmas related. They're good for gifts. So
yes, sir.
The idea is that people are looking for some gifts for Christmas, but we encourage everybody to come out because we have some really unique gifts.
Yes, sir.
We have all kinds of things. We have, wreaths, centerpieces, ornaments, things like that for Christmas, but also gift items. We have paintings, all kind of art.
A lot more unique. I mean,
Yeah.
this is going to be unique,
Yeah.
handcrafted artists, local
Exactly.
artists, etc. This isn't, your Walmart right off the shelf, go grab the same thing as 200 other people in town type stuff.
And besides, like Walmart, guy, you go down there and there's 1 million people, but except for the grand opening we'll have, you can just come down and it's nice and serene, quiet.
It's not the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, it's a really neat place, just to I say mosey around, and see some really unique things, some fun things.
Well, and I would argue that the gift goes a lot further too, because not only do you get you go to the Christmas Bazaar, not only do you get could you find a personalized gift, or when I say personalized, I mean a unique, custom, an artistic gift for somebody, but it also helps that artist. It helps the local community. It helps the local store, the art league. It keeps paying forward, and you get to give somebody a unique gift that they feel, but in the same breath, you get to help 2, 3, 4 other people, and I think that's a good concept, and I always like the local supporting local, and especially around the holidays, if we can push it towards our local vendors and leagues and groups and stuff versus, God bless them, Walmarts and stuff like that, but I'm all for this. And so, what is it? Is there any other information on this that I'm missing?
Well, I do want to let you know when it's going to be.
Please, talk to me. I need all the details, every one of them. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we're going to have a grand opening Saturday, the 20th. And it'll be from 9 to 5.
Okay.
So you can. I would encourage everybody to come out for that because you'll see everything.
Right.
That first day, but we're going to remain open till the 18th of December, and we're going to expand our hours from Thursday through Saturday to Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay.
So you can come by any time between 1 and 5 on those days. Except for Thanksgiving, we'll be closed for Thanksgiving, but we are going to open up the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Get a little Black Friday shopping in.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep.
Hey, you talk about Black Friday, come on out and see what we got.
I'd much rather do it at your place than I would like Walmart or Target or something. That just sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Now, let's see. I think I've got all the dates. Because I just want to let you know that we'll be open that Black Friday.
Yes, sir. Do you guys need any volunteers or anything like that?
We can always use volunteers.
Gotcha.
And
one more time, give me your Facebook page and your website if you don't mind.
Well, Facebook, just Victoria Art League.
Okay.
And then the web page is victoriaartleague.org.
Roger that.
O-R-G.
Gotcha. Well, my friend, I really do appreciate you coming on. I appreciate what you guys do in town, and look forward to working with you more. And I'm going to try to sneak over and check out you guys' building and see everything that you got. But again, thank you for bringing art to the community and for helping other local artists and just Iron sharpens iron. So I appreciate you and all you're doing, and thank you so much.
All right, could I say a couple of other things?
Plug it. Yes, sir.
Well, I'm plugging now. We do rent the place.
Okay.
It's a really neat place to do anything. We have a little pagoda out back, you know, we have weddings there, we've had that, you know, but for any kind of event, anything. We have a really kind of unique place too, as far as that go, a lot of character.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and you want a cool venue with a little bit of heartbeat and attitude, that's the place to go, huh?
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, no,
yeah.
Thank you so much for letting me know. Is there anything else I'm forgetting?
No, I really appreciate your having me out, Caleb.
Likewise, and sorry for the bad directions I gave you getting here, but I'm glad that you made it. Guys, we'll take a quick break for our sponsor, and we'll be right back with the next guest.
Since 1932, Wallach & Volk has been closing mortgages and doing it the right way. The reason why the Volks opened up a bank at the height of the Great Depression was because the bank needed to be opened at the height of the Great Depression. And it was good for the community at that time. A lot of the banks were going under. In order to keep that community sound and stable, it was something that they did. I think that says something about who Wallach & Volk was 85 years ago. And the only way you get to continue to do it is if you consistently do it great. And we plan on doing this for another 85 years.
All right, guys, we are back. We are with a buddy of mine, let me get this right, Senior Officer Banda. He has earned that. I want to make sure I give him proper respect on that. My brother, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate all you do for us. You set the bar, man. I've got to work with you before. You helped me, shoot, it's been a couple years now when Chris Pratt called us out on that push-up challenge, you helped me respond, and I still think we had the best response. I mean, we had the cops, the firefighters, military out there. We got their attention, and that was because you helped me out, and so I'm grateful. But you are in here for another reason today, and I think it's a cool deal. And so if you wouldn't mind, introduce yourself, and then let's talk about why you're here.
Sure. So I'm Senior Officer Adam Banda. I work for the Victoria Police Department's Community Engagement Unit. And I kind of want to talk about a little bit what the Community Engagement Unit does. So we provide a lot of education regarding police officers and different topics. We do a bunch of classes. We also provide a bunch of things that a lot of people don't know about, which I really want them to know about because there's so many things that we can provide to the public, and it's all absolutely free. So I can go through the list, but we'll probably be here all day talking about it.
Well, let me start with, I said your name wrong in the beginning. I know several. Say it for me.
Banda.
See, I say Banda, and most people, I would argue, probably say it my way.
You know,
I think you got it wrong, man. I think I'll talk to your parents about it, but I think you guys got this wrong, and it's Banda?
It's Banda, yes. Banda, so the only person actually that says it correctly at the police department is Brogger. Brogger is the only one that says it correctly. So
he's got a hard name too, Brogger.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think everybody's always said that, like Banda, so I just respond to it.
Well, I love you to death. I probably will always say it wrong, but it's not a disrespect thing. I know my limitations on things, and that's probably one I'm just going to say wrong every time. But it's not a lack of love or respect or appreciation for you. I'm just going to butcher that one. But I wanted to just own it right up front that I said his name wrong. Sorry.
No problem.
But I bet y'all did too. So don't act like it's just me. But anyway, we'll work on his name. But sorry. So all these programs, I know personally that I see you all over the place. I see you at schools. I see you at events. I see you out there with kids, you know, really just inspiring them and motivating them and all that. And so, we got a couple minutes. Tell me about a few of these programs that you have and you know, what you want the community to know.
Sure. So we like to, when we talk about schools and stuff, we like to actually show young children what a police officer does on their day-to-day lives, what tools they use, like our police car, because you know they love the police cars. So we go to a bunch of schools and just provide a bunch of education as far as what we as police officers do and why we do the things that we do. We also provide active shooter presentations to businesses, churches, multiple people throughout the community. We've done those types of presentations for. We also do business security surveys, home security surveys, and those basically, John, and I can't fail to mention John Turner, and I'm pretty sure everybody watching probably knows who John Turner is, but he's part of the unit as well. He's away on training, so he couldn't be here today. So I'm here for him.
He's now becoming even more awesome.
Absolutely, because we're actually about to kick off the Explorer program, and so he's learning a little bit more about that while I'm here taking care of some things in the Victoria community. So when I talk about business and home security surveys, John and I basically will go out, we'll check out your house, we do a checklist, we have a whole checklist, and it's a big one, and basically provide suggestions to you on how to kind of better prepare your business or your home in the event that somebody tries to break in or, God forbid, something bad happens. So we do that, and there are just a bunch of other things such as vent etching. We do vent etching as well. God, like I said, I can go on and on, but I don't want to take up too much time.
No, well, a few things real quick is one, I think that's really cool because I know at our office, like we have contingency plans. If that door gets kicked in, an active shooter comes in, we have plans in the office and stuff like that. But I didn't know that I could have called you guys to say, hey, come poke holes in my plan and see where I'm falling short on this, or again, help me figure this out, and or even for the home, and Hurricane Harvey, or even when we had this freeze not too long ago, one of the main things I saw that people weren't prepared, and people started stealing from each other very quickly because they didn't have generators, so they wanted the guy's generator that had one, and people, when everything is hunky-dory and going well, people get complacent and they don't have these plans, and well, they're emergency plans for a reason. It's an emergency, and I've known that as we've started prepping and preparing over the years, that there's a peace that comes to your household when you're prepared, and when you have a plan in place, when if a catastrophe hits or something, that where everybody will be, what the plan is. There's peace and comfort there that comes there, and so I think that's amazing what you guys are doing, and I like how you are going out to the schools and getting with the kids, and right now where the public, a lot of times, I don't want to say Victoria public, but nationwide, there's these perception issues with law enforcement that I feel like we're so blessed to not struggle with here, but what happens on a national scale eventually trickles down, and so I like that you guys are going face to face with these kids and showing them that, like, you are the good guys, you are the peacemakers, you are the ones that are here to help but also to motivate new police officers.
Absolutely.
and new sheepdogs and
Absolutely.
stuff. And so, sorry, I get it. Then you will have to, it's not you that's going to talk too much, it's going to be me on this one, because I always get fired up on the law enforcement stuff because it's so selfless to me, like what you guys go and do, and it's, when the bullets start flying, when those things, like, it's dangerous, and everybody, oh, it's dangerous, but I don't think most people get it, and so I always just, I always hound and smash that point over and over and over again, but it's just because I'm grateful. So I'll shut up now. I will let you talk. I apologize. Talk to me real quick about Blue Santa. Otherwise, I'll just keep going. You won't even get it in.
Right. So Blue Santa is a program of ours, and I know we've been doing it for quite a long time, and so long. And I kind of want to talk a little personal about it because it's a big deal for me. Growing up, I grew up in a single parent household. My mother was there. She took care of us. She provided for us, but Blue Santa was was a big part of our lives growing up. We actually benefited from that. I did, along with my siblings, benefited from that program. And I think it's so cool that the police department did that back whenever I was a child. Well, now that I'm grown and I'm able to provide the same thing to these people, I think it's so awesome. It is so cool that we're out there, we're collecting gifts, donations, to give to children out in the Victoria community, and I love doing that. And we partnered up with the Marines and Toys for Tots to be able to do it on a much bigger scale, essentially.
Yes, sir.
And we just love doing it, John and I. And there's a couple of events that are coming up actually here pretty soon, and I kind of want to touch
please, tell me all
base
about it.
on
Yes,
them.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
the first one is going to be our Target toy drive, which is
Okay.
going to be on November 19th from 9 to 6.
Okay.
So once again, it's going to be our Target toy drive, November 19th from 9 to 6. Then we're going to have a Region 3 ECI event. That's coming up December 8th. I don't have a date on that yet,
Okay.
but I can get that
Yeah,
at a later
please do.
time.
Yep.
And then
will all these be on you all's working for the ones that they miss, or if they don't know how to rewind this video? Where can they find all this?
Absolutely. So you can go to our Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a Facebook page. We also have Instagram, YouTube. But you can also go to our website, www.victoriapd.com.
Okay.
And you can find information on Blue Santa, but you can also find all of the things that we provide free to the public, all the programs that we talked about earlier. So all of this is going to culminate into the toy distribution at the community center on December 19th. And once again, if you want to sign up for the Blue Santa or for Blue Santa, you can do that through toysfortots.org.
Gotcha.
That's where you'll sign up. I do know that Faith Family as well, I believe, is doing registration as well. I know I did speak with Mark, I believe, about that not too long ago, so he confirmed that.
Gotcha. Yeah, they do a great job over there. Good crew. And so that starts, forgive me, when did you say that was?
December 19th.
December 19th.
Yes.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, we will want to touch base with you as these things come up, and maybe we can get together down the road and just do a whole episode on what you guys offer to the community and sit down and just put out something and get it all out there, because there's a lot. But I think people need to know it's a lot of good stuff, and they should take advantage of it.
Absolutely, and I know the chief wants us to do as much as we can, provide as much as we can for the Victoria community.
Yes, sir. Well, I apologize that I talked away most of your time, but it's only because I respect you guys so much and I look up to you so much. And you can come on here anytime you want to. You guys are welcome. And we'll be in touch on further projects and stuff. But thank you for what you do. One more time, Blue Santa, give me the details one more time.
So Blue Santa, our Target Toy Drive is going to be November 19th from 9 to 6. Region 3 ECI event, December 8th, and then that's all culminating to the toy distribution on December 19th at the community center.
And ECI is what?
Early Childhood Intervention.
Okay, gotcha. Good deal. Well, thank you so much. I will work on saying your name correctly. You've definitely earned that, so I will do my best. We'll take one more break and come back with our last guest. All right, guys, we are back with our final guest. I know you've seen her around town. She is moving and shaking all the time. She is revitalizing downtown. Almost, it seems like a one lady show, one woman show. It's not. She's got a great team and a lot of people working, but she really does bust her rear end doing stuff for downtown. And so, good job on that. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. I know you had a very busy morning, and so thank you for accommodating us.
Sure.
For those that don't know yet, though, if you would, introduce yourself and let them know who you're with.
So I'm Danielle Williams. I'm the Executive Director of the Victoria Main Street Program, and I work for the city.
Roger that, roger that. Well, you guys have, again, your art walk things have been just knocking it over the back fence. Well done on that. But you guys have 2 more events coming up this week that we wanted to talk about. And so let's go with, let's do the Tunes at Noon first, since that's the first one.
Cool. So Tunes at Noon is something we brought back in spring, and it's just live entertainment at Deleon Plaza in the gazebo during the noon hours. So you can come, eat your lunch, hang out, get a break from the office, and we've got Jacqueline Gonzalez performing that day.
Outstanding. Do y'all need me to like come out and bust some freestyle raps or anything like? No, you don't. No, I'll just answer that for you. I can't even joke about being good like that. It's so bad. So they can just. And the weather's been nice. I don't know what it's going to be Wednesday, but it's been cooperating with us so far. It's been cooler. You can get out there and not get carried away by mosquitoes or the heat. So I think Wednesday will be a good day to get out there at noon and hear some tunes.
Yeah, we hope so.
Good deal. And Market on Main. This is a big one. This is coming up also.
Yeah, so we have Market on the Main in the spring and in the fall. We've got this one on November 20th, and we always showcase local artisans. So it's all homemade, homegrown items, things like that, and artists, even some from the Art Walk come, they sell their art there. And we have live music as well, and a couple of food vendors, and all of the downtown eateries are open, so that's nice too. So you can just cruise down the street and check out everything in downtown.
And do they, on this Market on Main for Saturday, do they shut down the streets on that, or is it just don't get run over?
Yeah, we have everything set up in the square in Deleon Plaza, so that way we free up a lot of parking, because we know parking is a concern. So we've got where you can just park and walk and shop and eat and drink and be merry.
No, I think that's great. Tell me, let's expand it out a little bit on this Market on Main, because I know this is, I know several people that have little booths or whatever set up, and they're excited for this. Can you just kind of go in maybe a little bit about some of the vendors, or, again, I know it's all local, but when you say that, are we talking, is it like, say, the farmer's market where they can come out and there's food type stuff, or is this like artist stuff? What could I expect to see if I showed up to this?
Well, we don't get a whole lot of farmer's market folks, because they have a pretty good thing going over on Patty Dotson parking lot every Saturday.
Yes, ma'am.
We do have a few that bring their jams and jellies and things like that. There's a couple of jewelry artists that bring their jewelry that are funky. I like them personally. And then we've got candles, soaps, paintings, pottery, quilts even. I think we're even going to have some of those Christmas wreaths and things.
There you go.
It's going to be nice too because as earlier Bill was here and he was talking about their little show that they've got going on. So it's just like a big come and shop, get all your Christmas stuff before the holidays get closer.
Well, I that's where I think you're doing such a spectacular job is getting everybody on the same page and everybody working together towards a common goal. I think that's spectacular.
It makes such a bigger impact, you know, and we'll have Santa Rita Market open too, and Bethune and Sons and Texian Books. So I mean, it makes perfect sense. It just gets more people downtown and gives them more exposure.
No, that's one of the neat things that I felt like it seems like over the last 6 months or a year, and it's probably been longer in fairness, but it seems like a lot of people, like we've all kind of lined up our visions and said, hey, how can we all work together? And how can we all lift each other up? And it's, I didn't feel that 2, 3, 4 years ago to the same effect that it feels like it now. It's like, what can I do to help you? Well, what can I do to help you? And that's been neat to watch because the businesses are all helping each other. They're promoting each other. They're, and it's, I would say that, you kicked that little hornet's nest down here and got that thing going, and it's neat to see it kind of expanding out. We had Ashley on here earlier and their town and country thing where they're and this is neat to me to just see everybody kind of joining arms and saying, hey, we're all in this together. What can we do? And let's figure out new stuff and try new stuff. And I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of trust at first, right? Everybody was a little hesitant. Especially when I came and asked them, hey, do you mind staying open in the evenings?
For what?
But as long as they knew that I was bringing people and then I delivered, they were on board.
Absolutely.
And as long as we can continue on that path, the more the better.
Gotcha. Well, besides showing up, is there anything that we could do as a community to better support what's going on and all of that? Is there, I just don't know all the needs of downtown, and so, or what your program does and all that. Is there anything that we as a public can do to support and back and help?
I think it's just really, like you said, just showing up, coming down here, shopping, eating, hanging out, making it more of a, something on your to-do list, I guess, on the weekends, because Deleon Plaza is a nice place to just go walk and exercise even. And I've got a lot of programs that are going to be coming next year, too, that will help with some of those things, with activating downtown on the nights and weekends. And we've got a couple of new businesses that are going to be opening up soon, too, so that's pretty exciting. Hopefully we can just keep on with one maybe every year or so, but I've been pretty lucky so far. We've got a new Mexican food restaurant opening up in December.
Was it Tacos and Tequila? Is that what,
El Paso Tacos and Tequila. That inside is beautiful.
I've seen a picture. Torrin Bell shared a picture of it,
and
it looked really nice.
And we are so excited about that space. Peaches and Tortillas expanding into what used to be Rosebuds, and
they did a spectacular job. Her and old Free Art,
Josh.
How clever was that side mural that they did?
Yeah, it is so cute.
Nailed it. And I think she'll do well there.
I think so too.
She brings such a passion to it, and they nailed it with that mural on the side, and I've always liked Rosebud. I've always liked, we did an episode there and stuff, and so I would love to see that building prosper and flourish.
She's already got a chef lined up too, so she's going to be offering food too.
No grass grows under her feet, does it?
She's such a go-getter. Yeah. We love her.
Well, so many of the business owners down here, they just, Sarah over there at Vela, like they just kick butt, and they work really, really, really hard to make sure people enjoy their restaurants and the ambiance and all of that. And so, no, you guys are doing a good job. Is there anything that I'm skipping over that I'm forgetting that we need to touch on?
I would like to talk a little bit about Christmas on the Square.
Talk to me.
December 3rd is going to be our lighting ceremony and Christmas on the Square, the HEB tree lighting ceremony. So we've got the 30-foot tree coming back. We're going to light that thing up, and then we're going to have our actual Christmas on the Square this year, where we have inflatables, hot cocoa and cookies, pictures with Santa, which will be a little different. Instead of Santa being in the gazebo, we're going to have a hayride that takes you down to City Hall, and we're going to have a nice setup on the inside of City Hall.
Okay.
So we're going to be driving the traffic downtown to where all the restaurants and stuff are.
Yes, ma'am.
They'll be open too, and the shops. And so you can walk up and down, or you can ride the hayride to see Santa, take your picture, go back to where all the fun stuff is, and a lot of activity in the plaza, and then we'll have pictures with Santa over there.
Outstanding. Well, we will have to have you come back on as we get a little bit closer to that and make sure we highlight that as well, because I actually had somebody just yesterday message and ask if I knew anything about the Christmas parade or what was happening downtown.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, I don't know, but the young lady's hopefully coming on tomorrow and I can find out. And so
Yep.
we will definitely get you back on for that. Good job. You're doing a good job. I appreciate your hustle down there, and it's good to see that you all are working so hard to breathe life back into downtown Victoria, you know,
Yeah.
and I've just met a lot of cool people down here. And
It's
so
been a lot of fun.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you work hard, and you people are very appreciative of what you're doing. You know,
Thanks.
I've talked to some people that, you know, I know like Bill, when he sings your praises, and most people that work with you, they just really appreciate your hard work and your effort. And so well done on that. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We had another packed show, but make sure you get out, you support all these people, you check out their Facebook pages, and also a special thank you to our sponsors. We could not do this without you. Thank you for supporting us. Make sure you support them. Unless you got something else, we will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks so much for tuning in to Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. Make sure you comment down below, like the post, share the post. It really helps the algorithms. If you haven't done so already, make sure you follow our page. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And if you have an event coming on you want featured on Victoria Events, shoot us a message. We'd love to help you get the word out there. Lastly, make sure you support our sponsors. We could not do this show without them, so we're very grateful. Thanks so much, Victoria, and we'll see you at the next one.